And the tip is won by the Bearcats, and Jizzle James will man it, passing midcourt, and we are underway. James brings it to the left wing, dribbles, closely guarded by Madsen. Over to Day Thomas, kicks it to Lukosius. Pick and roll with Dylan Mitchell. Now Lukosius will pull up, he misses short. And Utah dribbled it for a second. He missed the shot, but Ezra Usar dribbled it out of bounds at an early turnover by the Utes.
Yeah, that was really weird because that Lukosius shot, it front iron, it took a weird bounce straight down from the rim, and, you know, Usar just had trouble retaining it.
So now Jizzle James gets the inbound pass at the 5th-3rd logo. He dribbles it to the top of the key. He'll pull up off of the screen by Bandego, and he knocks it down. And Jizzle James continues to stay hot here with the opening bucket of the game.
Simple, find some space, go to his spot. It's a mid-range pull-up jumper. That's butter all day.
So now SR will drive on Bandego. He fades away off the glass, no good. Bounded up in the air and rebounded by Bandego. Good start on defense. Now Day Thomas brings it past half court. 1 minute in the play, Cincinnati leads it 2-0. James on that logo on the right wing. He'll get a screen from Mitchell, gets it back to Mitchell inside. He'll put it up, lobs it up to Bandego, who is violated inside and having stolen away. And now Utah on the run, but Asar could not hold it, and it seems like there's oil on his hands to start this game. That's another turnover. That's
a great way to describe it, because he cannot secure the ball right now, having some trouble early on. That could be something to keep an eye on, though.
2 straight turnovers by the Utah forward, and now Cincinnati will maintain possession once again. The Bearcats offense 1 for 3 to start this game from the field, and now James will get a screen from Bandego trying to set up the offense. Dribbles it inside right at midcourt, bounces back out. Lukosius back to James. James thought about it, crosses over, puts up a long 2, and he'll knock it in. And man, Jizzle James already off to a great start. 4-0 Bearcats.
It's just a mismatch. He had the 7-1 center Lawson Lovering on him, and Jizzle James is just more mobile than him. He's going to win that advantage every single time from the perimeter.
So now Utah's leading scorer will pull up from 3, and that's why he's one of the best three-point shooters in the country. Gabe Madsen, the former Bearcat, knocks it a 3. And now Thomas is going to walk, and that's the first turnover for Cincinnati. So 3 early turnovers overall by both teams in this one.
So the Bearcats are one of the best teams in the nation when it comes to the least amount of turnovers, 10 per game, which is 28th in the country. Something that they've been really good at is ball control and ball security. That has to be an emphasis tonight for Cincinnati.
Some of the keys we talked about pregame as Lukosius knocked away. He'll get it to Thomas off of the steal. He puts it up, no good. Utah will maintain it, but again, both of the keys of the game. James is getting hot as well as Madsen hitting a 3. So the offensive approaches for both teams have been good so far, but now Utah will take it back over 4-3. They're going to get it inside to the big man for Utah, and it's batted away. 4th turnover by Utah. And now Day Thomas on the fast break. He kicks it to Lukosius, pump fakes it, dribbles it, gets it to Mitchell, back over to Jizzle James, back to Day Thomas in the corner. And now they'll set up the offense. 18 on the shot clock, 17:30 left. And now James, he checked 3, and he knocks it in. And Jizzle James is off to a flaming start, and he has all 7 of UC's points. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for Cincinnati. Sorsby has 2 men out far right, 1 man out left in the pistol. Takes the snap, play action. Sorsby, pressure coming, fires it sideline. What a grab, and an amazing throw and catch to Sterling Burkhalter all the way for a 1st down for Cincinnati. What a throw by Brendan Sorsby with a man in his face on 3rd and 10, a play you had to have. And now with 8 minutes left in the ball game, Cincinnati is going to have to try to start coming back here. 2 men far right again for Cincinnati. Xavier Henderson ISO there on the left. Sorsby takes the snap. He looks left. He's looking for his Henderson. He goes down the field wide open. What a grab. Xavier Henderson all the way down to the 44-yard line. What a grab by number 8.
And it helped that Lamarian James slipped on the play, and he fell to the floor, and now the Snow's giving a little bit more of an edge here for this contest.
So they go tempo again. Kiner was hit right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, but just like I was saying, Xavier Henderson was ISO'd there on the left side. Lamarion James slipped, Sorsby hit him, but now tempo starts to pick up now. 7:20 to go in the game. Trips out right for Cincinnati. He looks left. Sorsby will take off now to the 45-40, 35-30. Sorsby breaks it up to the 20, all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Brendan Sorsby using his legs once again, and the Bearcats are almost inside the red zone.
It's almost like the cold stiffening up this TCU defense, and Sorsby, he's limber and spry, and he's going to take off for the first down.
No huddle again. Sorsby will take off again. Bounce into the 20, to the 15. Takes a hit at the 11-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the line to gain. And how about Brendan Sorsby? 2 runs in a row. So that'll set up 2nd down and 1 from the 12-yard line. 6:30 to go. Now they'll have a huddle. They'll slow down the tempo a little bit. You really want to score, though, before about 5 minutes to left to give your defense a chance if you can punch it in here for a touchdown. Now in the pistol, handoff direct to Kiner up the middle, bounces it up to the 4-yard line. And how about Corey Kiner getting the first down and more inside the 5-yard line? First down, Bearcats.
This is his third game. This is his third game in a row with 100 rushing yards total and 6 this season.
No huddle. He'll hand it off to Kiner again up the middle. This time he stops short at about the 2.5-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So now some personnel changes. They'll bring in Tony Johnson as well as Jamai Hayes into the ball game now. 5:40 to go. So now 3 men out right, 1 man out left. Xavier Henderson again is ISO now on the left side. They're going to flip the field. Sorsby takes the snap, fires it. Xavier Henderson, it was up and no good. Great defense over there on the opposite corner by Javen McClever Jr. out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And you really got to be careful there if you're McClever, because he is taunting the Cincinnati fans, and that might result in a flag here eventually.
And now here on 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. 5:20 to go. Trips out right, 1 man out left. Exact same formation. This time it'll be a handoff. Takes it up the middle. Breaks off a tackle. And he got in. Brendan Sorsby. Big body moves inside. Puts a TCU defender down. And Cincinnati is crawling their way back here on a snowy night in Nippert Stadium. Bottom of the 5th inning, Cincinnati trails UCF 3-2 with the Bearcats threatening once again after a Loudon Brooks walk with 1 away and a new pitcher in for UCF. Russell Sandifer will step in on the season. 14 innings pitched and only a .64 ERA with only 1 lone earned run. 3 walks and 13 strikeouts. He has been a staple out of the bullpen for the Golden Knights, and he's going to come in a high leverage situation here as Viderick will take strike 1 on the outside corner. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a ground out to shortstop.
It's going to be different for Cincinnati. Coming off of those 80-mile-an-hour to 90-mile-an-hour range, and then first seeing a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
First pickoff attempt of the day for Sandifer skips it. We had a good pick by the first baseman, Bodicker, to not allow Brooks to advance. Big inning for the Cincinnati Bearcats, though, after the solo home run by Cross to pull it between a 1-run game. Second pitch is going to be right down Broadway, 0-2. Viderick looks at the first 2 pitches he sees from Sandifer out of the bullpen. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's going to go off the glove of King, and that is going to be most likely a wild pitch as Loudon Brooks is going to advance to second base. It'll be a ball on Viderick. So runner moves into scoring position. The tying run stands at second. Batter's only hitting .267 off Sandifer on the season with runners on. It's been really shut down out of that bullpen. Another high pitch. That good stop by King behind home plate to not allow a second one to hit the backstop. 2 straight fastballs. That one at 95. Kind of wild on Viderick.
Sandifer 95, 95, 90, and then back up to 95. Just throwing heat to the Cincinnati lineup.
Sandifer gets the sign and the 2-2. Another one high and outside. Make that 3 straight fastballs that went high and outside. Now this crowd kind of getting into his head a little bit. 3 straight balls now to Viderick, who works a full count. Second straight batter that has done that. Viderick and Brooks have now both worked full counts. Sandifer looks in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. This one's going to be just tapped down the left field line and is skied out of play, and he'll stay alive. Good job by Landon Viderick just to get a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. And here's another full count pitch. Swung on and missed. Viderick will go down swinging Second strikeout of the day and a good strikeout for Sandifer, and there's 2 outs. So now 2 away as Jack Natilli will approach for the Bearcats with 2 outs. Loudon Brooks the tying run at second. And the pitch. Slider misses outside, 1-0 to the Bearcats catcher. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. This one's going to be driven out to right field. This might be a problem. Back on the track. This one is out of here. And Jack Natilli sends one all the way to Fifth Third Arena in the second home run of the inning. And the Bearcats have reclaimed the lead 4-3 on a Jack Natilli shot.
Jack Natilli able to just out-muster the 89-mile-an-hour pitch. 108 exit velocity as he regains the lead for the Cincinnati Bearcats, makes this a 4-3 game. Cincinnati at home is one of the strongest teams in the Big 12. And with 2 outs on the board, Cincinnati 3 runs scored in the bottom of the 5th.
I mean, that one hit 108 miles per hour. The angle wasn't really that big of an arc, but it just kept going. That wind kind of carrying out the right field, and the second home run for a Bearcats hitter in this inning. That'll be strike 1 to Christian Mitchell, but the Bearcats have taken their first lead of the day at 4-3 over UCF. 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning.